This is Eyewitness News at 6. Coverage you can count on.
And some people think you were just starstruck by the guy.
No, not at all. Not at all. Look, the country is loaded with people who were successful professional athletes who've been very successful business people.
We begin tonight with a major Eyewitness News exclusive. Former Governor Don Carcieri is breaking his silence about the 38 Studio scandal. The two-term Republican has been out of office for a year and a half, but the controversial deal was brokered by his administration. A $75 million loan guarantee approved in 2010 lured Curt Schilling's video game company from Massachusetts to Rhode Island. It was supposed to add jobs and millions of dollars in tax revenue. Instead, the company laid off all of its employees this May and filed for bankruptcy the following month. Now the state and its taxpayers are potentially on the hook for as much as $102 million in principal and interest. The former governor wants to set the record straight about his role in this disastrous deal, so he came to us for that opportunity. Target 12 investigator Tim White interviewed him for a special primetime edition of Newsmakers. He's here now with what Carcieri had to say.
Former Governor Don Carcieri lays some of the blame at the feet of Curt Schilling, but he also says he wants to know if more could have been done to save a company that was hemorrhaging cash. One thing we've added.
In his first ever extended interview after the monumental collapse of 38 Studios, former Governor Don Carcieri, a champion of the controversial deal, stopped short of saying he should apologize.
For a lot of people sitting at home, with all due respect, they haven't heard anyone offer an apology. They haven't seen anyone even take ownership on this. Don't you think you own a piece of it?
Well, I'll take responsibility for having it approved on my watch. Okay, there's no doubt about that. And I'll say I was a supporter, which I was.
Carcieri says he found out the company was imploding from the media.
And it looks to me from the outside that there were a lot of things that might have been able to be done along the way here to salvage 300 jobs. But whether they could have succeeded with a little bit more money, and that's a whole different question, but certainly there was a lot of time. Nobody should have been surprised in April that they were running out of money. That's something that could have been seen 6-8 months before.
Carcieri says if he were still governor, he would have considered giving the company tax credits to buy more time.
Would it have been a smart thing for the state to put a little bit more in the way of film credits? It could have been, but I can't.
You would have doubled down?
I can't make that judgment without all of the information. What I'm saying to you is, if a little bit more in film credits from the state would have leveraged a lot more in private investment money, and the combination of those two would have, increased the likelihood significantly of their completing the second game, that might have been the right thing to do.
Governor Lincoln Chafee has said the company was losing too much money too fast for tax credits to make a difference.
I think everyone can appreciate hindsight is 20/20. Saying that, do you regret it now?
Well, I regret what happened, sure. Okay, nobody wanted this. I mean, if you talk to the 12 people... Do you regret being a champion of this project? No. You make the best decision you can at the time. This, I think, was extraordinarily unfortunate, and part of me just believes in my heart of hearts that more could have been done to save this company.
Carcieri tells me he has not spoken to Curt Schilling since the collapse of 38 Studios, but in his first extensive interview, he certainly had a lot to say, and we'll hear even more coming up at 6:15. I ask him why he's waited until now to speak publicly. Live with the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.
If you want to see more of Tim White's conversation with former Governor Don Carcieri, you can go to our website, WPRI.com. There you can watch the entire exclusive interview. You can also watch it this weekend on Newsmakers at a special time, Saturday night, 7:30 on WPRI 12, right after college football, and at its regular time on Sunday mornings.